Alright, Anton Hayrick, CPINZ, Christchurch Paranormal Investigators, back upstairs in the Riccarton Racecourse Hotel. We've done some clean-up, ready for the investigation. So basically this is the hallway looking out to the balcony and towards the racecourse. Coming this way is Donald Fraser's room. This is where Donald Fraser was murdered in the racecourse. And what we've attempted to do, using a map from downstairs that the police made after the murder, so it is a blueprint of the murder, is we've tried to recreate what we call the Iroquois or the Singapore theory, which is turning it back to how he would have had it. Now it's not quite 100% there, but it's close, and I am going to come back and finish a few things off once I've got a few things from home. I'm going to bring a vacuum and things like that. But basically this is where the bed was on the night of the murder. Through the doorway, from what we can tell, Mr. Fraser landed here. That wardrobe is where it sits. There was a duchess there and there was a duchess over there. The chairs, some of them will go, and there was a wardrobe up there. That's his French doors out towards the racecourse. And what I can tell you is that when the murder took place, the police report states that the murderer came down and went out these stairs and would have been gone out to the main street, as you can see. So coming back into the building, this is the walkway. Coming back into the building, we have cleaned up this room considerably. This was the room that has the shored up window from the damage that was done. So that's all done. We've placed all the paint and everything down behind there so we can continue on what we're doing. So that room looks a lot better. We've made an attempt to annihilate as much of the dust as we can, because we know that infrared dust can cause all kinds of orbs and everything. So we've pre-dusted everything so that it doesn't get, some is going to get mixed up again, excuse me, but not as much. So from Donald's room, this was the other room. And as you can see, we've tidied it up considerably. We've put a few things here. Of course, we've got no idea what these rooms were like. These weren't diagrammed in the police report, so we've just done it the best we can. Of course, that's looking out onto the new part of the pub. So we've got, the bed situated there, wardrobe in the corner, another desk. I'm going to put all this bedding and stuff away. So coming back round, this was down into the stairwell. If you remember, that was where the room was, and that was where you could see room number 11. This, I'm going to shift. We've put all the Christmas decorations in there. This was the room that was just chocker full of files and everything. So I have completely made this room so you've got space to come in here again, and there's a place to sit for EVP or what have you. Set up camera, got some stuff, made sure everything's safe. And of course at the moment we have to be thinking about earthquakes, because we are getting them and we can't have anything that can fall above the head. Of course, this was the bathrooms. We've just given these a quick, so that there was nothing in them. Originally there was some boxing and things like that in there. So that's that coming out, and you're back into this corridor here, which goes towards the staircase. So down here, I was concerned about the staircase and film cameras coming up. So as you can see, I've quite considerably cleared that space. So as you come down the stairwell or up, you will there will be space to come through here. Whereas before there really wasn't, and there was a lot of stuff there that I didn't really like. So coming back up the stairs, well, what we know from some of the rumours is that there is apparently a wee girl that is seen here. So we've gone through and we've found some stuff, some things that I think is quite cool. So this room was always empty. We've put a wee bit of stuff in here. However, we've found this stuff stacked away in some of the storage. Obviously it doesn't need to stay how it is, but what we were thinking obviously is this is a prime example of if there was a child here, presumed to be a 7-year-old little girl, then of course with a camera on that, who knows, it might spark the wee girl's interest. So a wee dolly there that you can sit next to it. So I think, because of the claims, it's something that needs to be somewhere in the building. So we've tidied that up. This room here, I've just tidied it up so that you can get in there. Nothing too major really. You can get in here. I don't think it's a room of too much interest anyway. Again, we've just tidied this up the best we can. This door here was one that I was thinking we would just close for the investigation, and this, you know, and so a lot of the stuff down here we've made it so that you can get in. And this room here, which was quite bad as well, I've tidied it, stacked everything at there. So basically, as you can see, it looks a lot better. This here, what you see, this is just all rubbish, which I will be removing, so that won't be there. It's just rubbish, just boxes. So once that's flattened out, it'll become nothing. So stairwell areas. So it looks a lot better, I think. This is the main areas that for upstairs that we'll be focused on. I'm going to take the camera with me downstairs now, and I'll give you a quick look at the bar. So without further ado, we'll turn the lights off. Can you just grab my tripod? Awesome. And I'll film.
You boys still have it?
Just leaving. I'll stop.